Hi guys, it's Dr. George here for Tucked In Tuesdays. And so I'll wait for a couple of you to come in. Make sure you put those comments, say hello or where you're from. We have another book. And I've been reading all of the books I read a couple from the Kelly Petros. I want to mention her name again with Paper Pie brand. She's a Paper Pie brand partner and a good friend of mine and somebody I met when I was a principal. And so I'll put in the comments where you can get the book. Let me go ahead and put that now. And I'm so sure of this book, I won't wait until I read it because I know it's going to be really good. And so you can go and order the books. And it would be really nice if you order those books directly from her. So here is, and make sure I got it right. I have it right. Perfect. So I put it in the comments so you guys can see it. You should see it on YouTube, the Growing with Belinda page, and Tucked In Tuesdays. If you don't see it on my personal page, I'll make sure that I get that fixed as well. All righty. So hello. Well, guys, guess what? I just got back from vacation and it was a beautiful vacation. I got to see a lot of pretty places. I was in Washington, D.C., and I went to the Library of Congress. Well, let me tell you guys, I was beside myself because I love books. And so maybe if I have time, I'll show you some pictures of it. If you go ahead and share this video, the human body. Oh, I haven't seen y'all in forever. Hi, Ava, Ari, and Pop Pop. It's probably due to spring break. It's good to have you guys back. I think of you guys all the time. So it's good to have you guys back. Hopefully you already have your bath, pajamas, dinner, and you're ready to go. So this is the book that we'll be reading tonight. The Human Body, a Shine a Light book. Riley, if you're watching, hello, Riley. Hello, Gabe. Hello, Lennox. If Lennox gets a little bit older and can stay up a little bit longer, he'll be hearing this story later. So I do want to mention his name. That's my great nephews. So it's a shine a light book, meaning you read the page and on the back, you'll see the picture. I'll show you that in a little bit. But this book is strolling at the bottom. It's written by Carron Brown, illustrated by, and I put that name in there, Rachael Saunders. So let me fix that. Go ahead and share it for me, please. Let me go ahead and add that in that bind that so we can see that illustrated by. All right, let me put her name in there. I didn't realize I want to give her credit for her. There we go, for her drawing skills. There we go. Perfect. All right, so she is the author of this book, and Rachael Saunders is the illustrator. It's by Paper Pie brand. Okay, this is where you can get that book, and I put those comments in there. So we're going to get started. So find you a little comfortable position, get yourself ready, and let me go to my personal page so I can make sure that I share it. Ready. Oh, and let me turn it down and let me share it so that my friends can see it as well. All right. Oh, well, that's why they can't see it. Let me make it public. There we go. Fixed it. So go ahead and share it if you see it there. Share, share, share. Let's get started in the books, those of you that are here. So here is my flashlight from Gulf Credit Union. I'm going to use that. And you pull this little top out from our marketing AVP, Sue Lane. Gave me this with such a need. So you pull it out, the light shines. And we need the light for this book. So if you have this book, I try to put them there. So if you want to join me with the book, you'll have it. So let me get to those comments. And here we go. The human body. So a human body has many parts that work together to help a person live and grow. If you look closely at people eating, moving, breathing, talking, and playing, you will see their bodies are working. Shine a flashlight behind the page or hold it up to the light to see inside the human body. Discover a hidden world of great surprises. So right now, if you're not a doctor, you're becoming one right now. So go ahead and tell me what you see. A new person is waiting to be born. Can you see her? So let's see if we can see her. I'm going to put the page behind the book and let's see. Can we see? You see the baby. Yes, there's a baby in there. See the little baby? She's resting. And the tummy, but without the flashlight, you can't see it. So the next page. Aha! That's the baby we saw. Yay, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. So here she is. The baby is growing in her mother's belly. She stays there for 9 months until she's ready to be born. A child slowly grows bigger until he or she becomes an adult, like me, and I'm 5'9", get very tall. Or I will say this, some of us are tall, some of us are taller, and some of us happen to be the tallest in the room. So don't let people call you short. You're tall. They're just taller. So do you know what is growing inside these children's body underneath their skin? So let's see if we can see what's in their bodies with my flashlight. Can you see it? Let's see. Oh, I had the flashlight the wrong way. Sorry. Oh, I think I clicked something. All right, here we go. Let me get my picture. So I'm going to shine the flashlight. Can you see the little bones in the body? Can you see the little ribs? You're vertically challenged. No, that seems like that's a problem. Look at those ribs. Let's see if she has ribs. Oh, she has ribs too. Let's see. Yeah, look at her teeth. Oh my goodness. Let me get Melvin's big person flashlight. Just a second. Burley, you're a tall family. Hold on 1 second. Let me get the powerful flashlight. I told my friend Jamie that's watching, I don't read these books in advance. I don't even open them up. But I tell you, there she is. She said that's pretty cool. She can see it. So let's see. I got that big mega flashlight. So let's see. See if I can give y'all a better view of that. So here it is. There is her. There she is, her whole little skeleton. Do you see it? There it is. Look at their skeletons. Oh my goodness, even the face. Even her little face. Has a little, look at that. Oh, okay. I have more pages. This girl has run very fast to catch up with the ball. What makes her body move? And so we have her body there. Let me turn off this flashlight. So let's see. All righty. Oh, so we have muscles from this little girl. Let's do this. I'm challenged right now. All right, so let's see. So here we go. There's the page, and let's see her body. Maybe these, all right, there we go. This is a challenge for me. So you guys, it's proof that I don't read these books or try to look at them before. So let's work through it because we don't give up on Tucked In Tuesdays. So let's see, maybe we're giving too much light. And let's see. Here's the page. All right, let me try this last one. No, oh, I didn't read this page. Regroup, Belinda. Stretch. Bones, more than 200 of them are joined together in a frame called a skeleton, which helps the body stay stronger as it gets bigger. So we all have a skeleton. We all have a skeleton. Now let me try this again. Nothing behind that ball. Oh, but there we have something in the leg. I just wish that my lighting was really good. So let's see. Right on a struggle bus. So there's the light from the page. And I don't know if, there we go. You see her muscles and everything in there? You see her muscles a little bit? A little. And it says, the muscles that are joined to her skeleton pull on her bones to make her body move. And she says go. She makes a go. I'll try with the lights on. So here we have skin covers and protects the body. So now we're dealing with skin. On our fingertips, skin forms special patterns. See my pattern and my other pattern. And it says, can you see them on the girl's hands? So you see them on the girl's hands? So let's see. We put the flashlight. They're a little bit fingerprints. Well, I was way off. We can't even see. We can see these on our hand, but fingerprints. You see her fingerprints there? At the top of her fingers, she has little fingerprints. You see that? Those are fingerprints at the top of your finger. So if you look at your hand, if you hold your hand up, you'll have fingerprints. You can't see mine, but they're there. Maybe it's me seeing them. Thank you, Jamie. So the next one, air comes into the body through the nose and the mouth. So you can do that. Have to exhale. Where does it go next? Well, sometimes it goes on a birthday cake. And then sometimes we can't see this, but it's absolutely positively in our lungs. You see her lungs there? You see her lungs? Yes, her lungs. So the air is sucked into the lungs. The oxygen in the air keeps the body alive. Whoosh, you let it out. So let's use a hi, Candace. Hello. So let's take in air through our nose and let it out through your mouth. And somewhere in there, in your body, it went into your lungs, right? So yes, that's correct. Air travels all through the body. It is carried by the blood. How does the blood move through the body? So let's see. Oh, here we go. Look at that. We got the heart pumping. We have all of the arteries going all through the arm. Oh my goodness. Even on the legs. They're everywhere. Oh my goodness. So let's see. Ba-boom. That's the sound of your heart. The heart pumps the blood around the body. It beats ba-boom with each point pump. So if you really, really quiet and you listen, sometimes to your wrists, because you can hear your heart too. I hear it. My mind's beating a little fast, but you can hear it. Purr. This cat's fur feels soft. The boy knows this becomes sensors because sensors in his skin send messages to his brain about what is he touching? Where is his brain? I can hear. Yay, I'm so glad you can hear. So let's see. Skin. Let's see. So the boy knows that a cat's skin is soft because his brain is telling him. So there is a brain. We all have a brain. You see his brain up there. There's a brain in his head right there. And then you see his brain, and then we bring it down. There's his arms. And you see the nerves in his hands, and even down to his arms. There are nerves, right? So with those nerves, what happens if we don't have a brain? Oh, I don't think we would move. I don't think we could talk. We couldn't communicate. We'd be like this, you know? We would be a thing and definitely not a person. And just like this pencil. I mean, it doesn't have a brain. So if I hit it, does it hurt? If I break it, does it say, ouch, can't speak? Doesn't mean you need to go around breaking things, but that's pretty much the way I can put it. Good. I'm glad Jamie can see it well with the lighting. So the next one, the body has 5 senses that tell it about the world. These are sight, use the eyes, and then we have hearing with our ears, which I'm not very good at sometimes. In one of my ears, touching things with whether it's with your arm, your leg, your foot, your torso, because not everybody has arms and legs. So whatever they use to touch, and then smell with our nose. and then taste with our mouth. So we can taste things. Which sense is the boy using? So I would say before I look, he can smell it and he can taste it. Can he hear ice cream? I don't know. Maybe when he gets to the cone and crunches it. Okay, I'll give you the answer. Here we go. There it is. It's his tongue. Do you see his tongue behind there? His tongue. So he's tasting. He's tasting. So it says yum. He is using smell and taste. So we were right. His nose smells the ice cream and his tongue tastes it. So he has young. You see all those little dots on his tongue? When I was much, much younger in school, I was so fascinated because you have parts of your tongue that makes you taste sweet, bitter, salty. So that's for another day. Now, the busy human body needs energy to stay active. Oh, Jamie, someone was listening. I didn't even know this was in the book. We were just talking about energy. To stay active, we get this energy from food. What happens to food after it's been swallowed? Oh my goodness, it goes down in my party tank, my tummy. So here he eats it. So we have him eating it, and then you see it going down his throat, down into his, you see his stomach there, and then his intestines, his small intestines, his big intestines. You see it? Yes. A whole bunch of stuff. Jamie said they forgot to tell you that. It does. You put on weight if you eat ice cream. But Jamie, one time in your life, if you're this guy in this book, you don't gain weight. I'll just put a flashlight behind you, and for one night only, it won't make you fat. So those of that been with me for a while back, I read a book about the stomach, and we learned all kind of neat things. So this is good to see. So Jamie's laughing. The food travels down a tube to the stomach. Then it squeezes through a longer winding tube called the intestines. So it comes down the esophagus, and then it goes into the stomach, and then the intestines. So we have that. The body uses the food for energy. Any food that can't be used leaves the body as pulp. I'll just keep going. Eating lots of healthy foods helps the body to stay well. Well, let's see what's inside the basket. Let's see if we have good things to eat. We have a pear here. We have some cheese. We have a fish in there. We have some carrots, some onions, an apple, and a loaf of bread. So we have things from the food group. Hi, Netta. Hi, love. How are you? It's so good seeing you. And Jamie's still laughing, of course. So we have what's in our basket. So let's see what we'll do. Vegetables, fruit, fish, cheese, and bread. Those foods each have different nutrients that keep the body healthy. Munch, crunch. Now, we had the food groups when we were little, and sometime along the way, somebody was like, we're not going to put food in the groups. I don't know if the food pyramid still exists, but I had to draw it, diagram it, and everything. So ask your parents what a food pyramid is, and they'll tell you. Drinking plenty of water helps to keep the body healthy, but the body must get rid of the water it doesn't need. Now, how does that happen? I thought you needed water. That explains something. Candace says, I eat fruits and vegetables. That's exactly right. Fruits and vegetables, one of my favorites. So here you see her bladder. She has a bladder. And let's see, she doesn't. So we have a bladder here. So she drinks the water, it goes into her mouth and to her bladder. Let's see. Splish splash, 2 kidneys in the body collect the unwanted water and turns it into urine, or the book says pee. The pee flows down tubes into an expandable sac called the bladder. When the bladder is full, the pee is ready to leave the body, and so you have urine and you tinkle. So that's what we saw through the flashlight. Now we got to take care of our chompers up here, our teeth. So open wide, because food can stick. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. All right. Food can stick to teeth and damage them, so they need to be brushed clean. A dentist is checking this boy's teeth. So I have 2 comments, and Carrie was watching. Okay. And Melvin, and who else is watching? There's a couple of other people watching. A dentist is checking this boy's teeth. Do you know what he is going to fill in the gap? So he's got a little gap. Let's see. What do you think? So let's look. Oh, look. Oh, that looks like a lot of teeth in his mouth. I tell you, it looks like, but that's how our teeth look. I mean, and our gums. Look at all those teeth. And why does he have two teeth on top of the other? You know why? Because he's still a boy, a little boy. And so those other teeth have to come in. So look at that. They're already in your mouth. I knew that, but this is just brain blowing to me that I had all that in that little bitty mouth of mine. Well, not so little. So let's see. A new tooth. Look at that. First teeth are called baby teeth. So needless to say, I don't have baby teeth. As the body grows, each baby tooth is pushed out by a larger adult tooth, and there are 20 baby teeth and 32 adult teeth. So you have 20 teeth when you get your baby teeth, 20. And then on top of those, there's 32 adult teeth. Now, a dentist would have to tell me that. Would he have to explain if they come out at the same time or one at a time? But look at that. That looks like a whole lot. If harmful germs get inside the body, they can make us ill. You remember coronavirus, COVID, the flu, a cold. You have grown-up teeth. Me too. I'm so glad you have grown-up teeth. If harmful germs get in, I think it's her daughter. That's why I'm responding that way. Those of you that don't know. If harmful germs get inside the body, they can make us ill. The body can fight off most germs by itself, but sometimes a doctor's help is needed. This doctor is holding a thermometer. What will it show? So if you're sick, let's see. Well, let's look at this thermometer and see. You see that we have a little, let me put it this way. We have a little number on there. Can you see that number? Is a little light, so it's hard to see it. There's a little number on there. You see the little, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little number. This one is kind of hard to see. The number, oops, turn the page, on too many pages. The number says 99 degrees. And it says, I know that one was hard to see. That one was hard to see. The thermometer shows the body's temperature. A number higher than 99 tells the doctor that the body is fighting hard to get rid of the germs and might need medicine. So this girl is at the hospital. She has fallen down and hurt her arm. The doctor used an x-ray machine to take a picture of her arm bone. Let's see if we can see her x-ray. So we get the x-ray and we're looking. You see, can you see the bone? That's what your arm looks like underneath the skin. So it says, ouch, one bone is broken. Can you see the broken bone? You see the little crack in the bone here? Little hairline. Ouch is right. The doctor will put a hard cast around the arm. This will keep it still until the broken arm has mended. Now, bodies need rest. When we are sleeping, it might seem like not much is happening, but the body is still quite busy. What is going on inside this boy's brain? So here, right here, let's see what he's dreaming about. Let's see if we have the same dream. Let's see. You see his dream? It is, let me put it up. There it is. It's a little cat dancing, probably a little cat. You see the little cat back there? Yeah, there he is. Let's see. It says dreams. It is a little cat dancing. We were right. It says dreams happen when the brain puts together all kinds of different thoughts. Oh, that's scary because some of my dreams are insane. The human body is so amazing that it can even make a new brother or sister for you. So let's see. We saw the daughter in the beginning. Oh, look at this. Well, we got some things right here. You see? That looks like cells, maybe. You see those? Maybe cells. I won't know until I turn the page. Let's see. Let's see what there is. Oh, well, There wasn't anything else. It goes back to the front. There's more. So that wasn't part of her. The body has lots of different jobs to do. The skeleton is a frame of connected bones that shapes the body, joints such as ankles, elbows, and hips, and where bones join together and allow the body to bend. That is right here. To turn off the light now. So that's the skeleton. Then we have muscles. Flexible muscles help a person move. Most muscles are attached to the skeleton and work in pairs to move it. Muscles pull on bones to make them move. And let me show you see if I still have my military muscle here. Look at that. Little pow pie. So it's not as big as it used to be, but it's there, my muscle. And excuse me. It would have been kind of scary if I could show you my skeleton. Now, blood is a liquid made up of tiny cells. Red blood carries oxygen, excuse me, while white blood cells kill germs. So we have that. That's what we thought we saw. And then the next one is, she says, get it, my muscles. I'll call you later and tell you how my muscles work. Good evening, Grimble family. I miss you guys so much. Miss you guys a lot as well. All right, so lungs are air-containing gas called oxygen. It's breathed in and fills the lungs, which inflate like balloons. Blood flowing through the lungs collects the oxygen. As waste gases are breathed out, the lungs deflate and they get smaller. So there's that. She says, I don't have muscles. Everybody has muscles. Every single person. Let me show you my other arm. So it's not as big. If you didn't have muscles, you couldn't move. So you see this arm is not as big. It's kind of soft. This is because this is my left arm. It's not my diamonded arm. So it's got a little shake in it. Not as much muscle, but you have muscles. If you're doing this, there's muscles all throughout your body. So you typing, that's muscles. Hi, Miss Jackson. Look at Miss Jackson. You got to show your scholars this when you get a chance. It's a really good book. Or I can come there and read it. Now, the heart is a muscle. It's also a muscle. So you see, Candace, you do have muscles. Your heart is a muscle. Give yourself some grace there. The heart is a muscle that beats nonstop to pump blood throughout the body. Blood flows through tubes called arteries and veins. So we can't eat all that fried stuff because it clogs it up. And then our heart can't pump. Now, the brain up here, the question, what happens if we didn't have a brain? The brain is where thoughts and feelings come from. It controls the muscles. So you have muscles, as well as some actions such as breathing and heartbeat. So those things are called involuntary. So that means they're going to happen whether you want them to or not. So you can hold your breath. As a matter of fact, I'll wait for you guys to get caught up because I'm going to listen to myself. Hold on. So now we're all going to hold our breath, but I'll wait because I'm watching my TV, my other phone. And when I say go, we'll go. Go. Jamie quit. Oh no, Jamie. Jamie quit. Who else quit? Hi, Minnie. I made it to like 30 seconds and I couldn't do it anymore. Got to work on that. So the stomach and which takes place without us having to think about it. So that's involuntary. This is involuntary. This is voluntary because I'm making myself do this. My finger doesn't do. If my finger just walked around and did this, well, if I walked around, my finger did this all the time, it would be involuntary. And you guys would laugh at me all the time that I'm talking to you and my fingers just going all over the place. But this, because I have to make it, is voluntary. Stomach. The stomach is a stretchy bag-like body part that food goes into after it is swallowed. Muscles in the stomach move to break down the food and turn it into mush. So I used to have a feeding tube, you guys remember, and my feeding tube would have to be changed out every 3 months. And Dr. George couldn't eat regular food like people. And so I know all about this stomach, but now my feeding tube is out and I can eat more food by mouth. That means I get more body fat, which nobody wants to talk about in this book. But for me, it's a good thing. So, because if I didn't have a little, and I got sick and couldn't eat, so germs, what we all know, are tiny bacteria and viruses that make us ill. Pop, belly will not stretch anymore. Well, I tell you what, let's practice when we hold that breath, suck that stomach in. Try that. Maybe it'll work, but I'm not a doctor. I just play one on Tucked In Tuesdays. Hi, Miss Jackson. She said, yeah. So germs are tiny bacteria. Oh, my feeding tube. Yes, it's out. And viruses that can make us ill. Sometimes medicine is needed to help the body fight the germs. If you are sick, wash your hands. Don't sneeze at people. If you're going to sneeze or cough, here. I sneeze like this sometimes and my shirt. But if you're going to cough, here, and still wash your hands, people, because if you have a cough, you're going to eventually touch your mouth or something and touch somebody else. So the last page of the book tells us a little bit, and there he's resting. So we want to thank you guys for listening. Kelly, thank you she was selling all of these books, and I got this book. If you want this book, go up to the comments and you'll see the link to order this book. The Human Body, Shine a Light book. And there's evidently a series of books. So grab those books. But before we go, I always have to talk about my favorite part of the book. And I would have to say my very favorite part of the book is the only thing that I don't know much about. This one. That everybody, no matter who you are, was started off like this. We all started off like this. And so I think that is just the most spectacular thing in the world. Yes, I read another book next Tuesday. I read them every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Central. I'm working on something special. I'll give you a hint because we'll see. The person is shy, so I won't give names. But next week, we'll talk about a book, something about maybe sweets or something like that. And so I'll make a phone call and you'll know in just a few minutes if this will happen or not. But that is the favorite part of my book. My biggest takeaway, The Human Body, Shine a Light book. And this was just given to me. Just like this book, you only see what's on the surface. You can't see what's on the inside. But if you shine a light like this, you could see the inside. And boys and girls, women and men, including myself, I'm talking to myself because I'm not always so kind, but it's honest to say that sometimes we aren't kind. And so, hi, Aunt Ella. So sometimes we aren't kind. So sometimes we see the outside, but if we don't shine our light like this, which is our heart, shine our good light out, then people will never see what's really inside of us. They'll only go for here. So make sure whatever you're shining from the inside is bright and not dark. Sometimes you may show something dark, but the key is be honest, be accountable, and don't do it again. And if you do, don't hide it. Don't deny it. Just admit it. But the human body, take care of this. This is your temple. Nobody else can take care of this except for you. Once you stop caring for it, then other people do. And those people are called doctors, nurses, medicine, pharmacists. So we want to stay away from that. You need to go to the doctor for physicals, but not for reasons for us not taking care of our body. So guys, we'll see you next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central. Remember, if nobody else tells you, Dr. George loves you. Good night, guys. Good night. Oh, and I want to say this. Thank you, Melvin. I heard him watching me earlier. Melvin George, I haven't given him his accolades in a while. Melvin, he's shy because he can definitely hear me. Melvin, come here. Oh, never mind. He couldn't hear me. So Melvin turns off the clock for me. He turns off he turns on the air because I'm in a onesie. He closes the gate. He locks the doors and he listens on his phone. So thank you so much. Thank you, Melvin, for watching. Good night, guys. Remember, if nobody else tells you, Dr. George loves you. Good night.